Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing the seat cover upholstery removal and wash on the 89 Toyota pickup here, and I just wanted to kind of outline what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, even though it looks pretty straightforward. Some of you might not know. You don't need any specialty tools for this except for a Hog Ring Plier. Let me actually show that real quick before I forget. Hog Ring Plier, which is this plier right here. It's spring-loaded to hold the hog ring so you can get it in place. And this is an actual hog ring right here. And I will show the installation of these on how you do it, but it's really just basically makes this like a keychain ring that holds the upholstery to the seat frame. So what I'm doing is I have my little end nipper. This is what brand is this? USA. I think this is a Klein tool. But basically what you're doing here, and you got to watch your eyes when you do this, is I just clip these existing hog rings and then pull them back through with my plier. And these are kind of rusty, so they break off. But I'm cutting these off, and basically what this is going to do is free up the seat cover or the seat upholstery to be removed, like so. And you'll notice that the one thing you got to do before you throw this in the washing machine is there's a little wire here that actually serves as a retaining wire when you hog ring this in place. So this has to be removed, and these just pull out. So you want to note the locations of those. So what I'm going to do off camera is clip all these hog rings off, and I'm going to show what the seat cushion looks like, and I'll show you the hog ring locations on this seat. And I'm going to put it in the washing machine and see if it gets the smell and the stains out, because there is a, like I said in the first video, 2 videos ago, is a little bit of an ass sweat smell. It doesn't smell like ass, but it's just like, it just smells like sweat. So it doesn't make the interior of the car smell particularly fun to be in. So without further ado, let me get these off and I'll show you what it looks like. I have the backrest that I was working on all unringed from the back perimeter. And just like I said in the beginning of the video, it's ringed. You can see it's ringed right here in the center of the seat. If it can give you kind of a look there. See how it's right there in the middle. So I got to clip these hog rings down there, not a big deal. And then it'll just lift right off this backrest. And some stuff on here. And what I'm going to do then is put it in the washing machine. And it's not too dirty, actually. Pull these wires out, but that's where it's ringed in the center. That's just so it doesn't like bubble up on the backrest. Pretty easy, simple. That's how the Mustang was too. So keep going. So there's the backrest, all disassembled. Here is the, you can try to see from afar. You can see the stains there. Yeah, it's all stained over here and kind of crappy. Stained over here too. So one more thing I wanted to note with these hog ring locations is there's also a set of rings right underneath the headrest. So you got the headrest here, there's a bar. So what I did was I disassembled everything and put the bars where they belong in corresponding spots. And I'm just gonna leave this here. It's not gonna, better not rain today. So I'm gonna leave this in the bed. Obviously, I could be doing this in the shop, but kind of like nice day today. So do it outside, out here with Jax. So what I'm doing now is I'm gonna take the bottom off as well. Now the bottom's a little bit more tricky. Obviously you had to unbolt the seat from the hinge. That's these bolts right here. And those take an Allen key, hex head socket. And these take a 12mm. You gotta take the seat tracks off, which is easy. 12mm here. And then hopefully your guys' adjusts just like mine does, so I can slide these out of the way. So there's 2 bolts here, pull the seat tracks off, pop the rings. I don't think there's any on the butt of the seat, but there might be, so I'll let you know if there are. But take this one off as well. So let me get to work. I have the bottom of the perimeter hog rings removed. And just so you know, when you undo the hog rings, the whole foam comes off of the seat. So you can see here, it's just kind of hanging out, which is fine. No big deal. Don't need that part anyway. And I was not sure, go to wide, not sure if this had center rings in it, and it does. It's retained also twice. You can see here. So we have to go through and just pop this bridge this bridge here and here. There's 4 bridges here that keep the tautness of the seat here on the butt. So of course, typical Toyota quality, you know, just Mustang wasn't anything like this. Just not really comparing apples to apples, but you can see it here. So foam's in pristine shape, which is awesome. But here's your little retainer right there. So I'm going to pop these, and then this should come off, and then in the washer it goes. Here we go. It's removed, and I again eat my words. I didn't think there'd be any hog ring retention on the base of the seat, and I was completely incorrect. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 retainer bars. So now I've got all the retainer bars out, all the hog rings pulled, and now it's time to get these bad boys in the washing machine. So here's another look in the sun of what they look like. And I'm gonna go ahead and get them in the wash now. So got the washing machine fired up here. I'm doing a warm cycle, large tub fill, heavy soil on delicate soak and an extra rinse. I'm not doing hot because I don't want them to shrink. So filling up the tub now. I think I'm gonna wash these one by one. So we'll start with the seat bottom first because I want to see how that comes out. I know, I was watching another video, they're saying not to run them on hot because that'll shrink them, and obviously don't put them in the dryer, so it's gonna have to air dry for a couple days, but see how these come out. All right, we got 43 minutes left on the wash, but look at, look at how nasty that water is. That's definitely gonna get rewashed. I mean, the Speed Queen is a fantastic washing machine. So hopefully it'll get I mean, obviously it's getting a lot of that junk out. So just wanted to give you an update how full that is. If you don't have one already too, by the way, get yourself a Speed Queen. This is a TR7. The best part about it is I can fill the tub with water. So it's truly washing it in a big full tub of water. I can also soak it, pre-wash it, extra rinse, all that good stuff. So yeah, good stuff. Here we are putting the upholstery back on. Fresh, clean smelling upholstery with no stains. And I've done the backrest right now, and I've just set it on the top of the 2 headrests here and here. And what we're doing now is hog ringing it back to the foam retainers. So what I've done is I put the wires back in here everywhere that they go. So remember where they came out. And you start from the inside out and work your top down. So you can see here I've already got a hog ring installed there, silver thing. And then here's where the next hog ring is going to go. So there's my hog ring pliers with a hog ring ready to go. And I'm going to try to do this on camera so you can see it. So the name of the game here is to get the hog ring positioned through the post, and you want to try to grab it on that little section on the seat. So I know that the top part is through, so I come in with the bottom part, and it basically makes a ring, and then I clamp it, and now you'll see that it's retained to the back of the seat. So that'll keep everything nice and taut. So you're gonna go through, this is the hardest part, is doing on the inside. It's not even hard, but you know, you gotta kind of fish your hand and your pliers in there to do it. So I'm gonna go through, work my way in rows. So I'm gonna do this row up here, come down, work my way into the middle, wrap it around the perimeters, and then do the exterior. Here we are working on the center of the seat. And just basically make sure you grab the post like this, and then come around and then hog ring it to the retainer, just like that. Here I have the seat flipped over, and basically just getting things kind of positioned in here. Got a little piece in here I gotta massage through here. Let's see, what's that? What is that? That's the back of the top of the seat. So you just gotta kind of fill, you know, and if you guys want to add filling to yours, I don't have any batting or filling or foam or anything, but you guys can always add foam, like a layer of foam across the top. And some of the professionals will actually lay glue a fabric down underneath here in between the pad and the wire. You can add as much stuff as you want. I'm going back to factory on this, so if the factory didn't do it, I'm not doing it. And basically just get everything wrapped around the corners, and nice and tight the way you want it. And you're going to ring. You can even see where the old factory rings were. I'm going to try to reuse the same holes and re-ring. So this will give you a better idea of how this is done. I got a little hog ring pile here. You're going to hoop this in and make sure it grabs the bar. Come around, just ring it back. It's really all there is to it. I mean, upholstering like something this simple is not hard. You're just going to go all the way around and it'll make it nice and tight. So I don't have a cameraman to sit here and film me doing it, so I'm going to try to show little clips like this and then go through. Please remember to like and subscribe too. I really do appreciate it. It keeps me going. It makes me want to do more videos. All the rings are in place all the way around. Looks much cleaner. Very happy with that. Look at how perfect this came out. Very, very nice. A little massaging to do here. Very good. I mean, that's as original as it gets, and I can't tell you how nice it smells. It smells like fresh laundry. Very good. So now I know it's been definitely disinfected. I got a little dust here. Don't look at that. It's been disinfected and sanitary and sanitized and whatever you want to say there. Very happy with that. So now I know that previous owners, St. Hill Cranes this morning, previous owner's sweat is gone out of this seat, which is really, you know, my biggest pet peeve with old cars. So very happy with this. Now we're going to move on to the seat bottom, which might be a little more challenging just because there's more internal, you know, ringing, but don't be intimidated by this job. Couple of important things I want you to note if you're going to do something like this, and I do apologize also in advance for the video being so long, but I know I like to show everything. Couple of things to take note of. You're going to want to soak your covers definitely overnight. I think that's really what did it. I did wash them on warm only, not hot, and I rinsed them in cold water, and I never put them in dryer. So putting them in the dryer will definitely shrink them. You'll have to fight with them a little more. I still think you'll be able to be okay getting them installed, but it's going to give you a little bit of a hassle. So just let them line dry for a day. You know, just add a day to your time and you'll have a better job. So let's see how good the seat bottom, which was the most stained, goes on this thing now. Before I get too far here, I just finished the seat bottom. Super easy, same procedure as the top. I really wish I had a camera person to show you like each individual ring, but it's so simple. You can probably get bored watching it, but everything looks really good. This is how it works from the factory, here and here, and then the spine kind of curls up. I'm attaching the seat tracks back to the bottom of the seat now. I added some extra rings back here just in case of you know, slippage or anything. I want to make sure it's nice and retained back here. It's straightforward, guys. I mean, really, I encourage you guys to do this project if you do have an old truck. It's really fun. It's rewarding. It's like big kid Legos, just putting stuff together. Simple. You know, I'll put an affiliate link down below where you can get that Hog Ring Plier. It's like 20 bucks or something like that with a whole batch of hog rings. I've had that for 10 years and I reupholstered the Mustang. Really fun stuff. It's just it's kind of a relaxing thing to do. You know, if you can take a day off from work, sit outside and just enjoy the fresh air and kind of go at it. It's fun. So I'm going to attach the seat tracks and show you the final product here. One thing I want to note while you're doing this is make sure you time your seat track correctly. So wherever position you have this little lever lock in, so I have one notch open and then 1, 2, make sure you go over here and manually move this one. You can manually move it by just lifting up on this or pulling the cable. So 1 and then fill. This way this is timed correctly, because you don't want this to be, you know, all the way up here on one side, that one over there, and then you're trying to time it while you're trying to put the seat back in. So make sure you time those correctly so they're both even right there. Well, there's the finished result. I think it came out absolutely perfect. What I'm looking for here is symmetry from here to here. Make sure it doesn't look like lopsided or messed up, and if you got a foam issue, you can always add foam and get that right. But this came out fantastic, and the whole job is maybe an hour of putting the cover back on, taking your time, having a coffee. Looks fantastic. I think that this is the way to make your, you know, your old 30-year upholstery look factory fresh, you know, so long as it's not ripped up and and screwed up, and you don't need a fancy shop or a bench or, you know, any of that. I did all mine on the tailgate of the truck it came out of. So remember, if this helped you guys, please thumbs up, subscribe. And you can do this at home. It's easy. It really is. Don't be intimidated by something like this. Now, trust me, professional upholstery shops do have their place, and those are true tradesmen. When you're having custom stuff done, or you got a bad repair, you need something welded. But for something that's in good shape like this, that was just dirty and stained, washing machine, a couple days of, you know, waiting in time and enjoying being outside and off your phone. So hope this helped you guys out. I really do appreciate it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll get you in the next one. Later.